Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you guys here with me today on this video. So I figured I would go ahead and sit down and talk about my experience with this topic. Obviously you guys have seen in the title what this video is about, but it was a huge decision for me to make and I knew it was going to be a huge transition. So basically I binge watched all of these videos on YouTube, so I figured I would kind of share my story because I feel like it could be really helpful to some people. But the backstory and all of that is to come, and how I'm doing currently is all coming in this video. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching my videos, subscribing to my channel if you're not already subscribed, because I post Wednesdays and Sundays. And then make sure you give this video a like and share your experience in the comments as well. If you're kind of going through the same thing, I'd love to hear from you and hear your experience, because everybody's experience is going to be different. So I want to hear from you guys, so make sure you guys leave me a comment and tell me any other videos you would like for me to make. As you guys know, I am an open book. I have been on YouTube for I think almost 5 years now, and I have shared with you guys my everything that has been going on in my life, from my rhinoplasty through my low carb diet, through just me transitioning and evolving with health and fitness, business, everything like that. So you guys have been with me for 5 years, and I feel like you guys really are my friends and my family, and I just want to share this with you guys because I know it is a huge topic in the health industry, and it is really one that a lot of people really don't talk about openly. So I'm excited to share my experience with you guys. So yeah, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into the video. Okay, here we go. So I want to go ahead and rewind and talk about my first experience, why I got on birth control, what happened within those years, and all that, yada yada yada. So it starts when I was, I think, either 14 or 15 years old. I went on birth control because I've struggled with acne really my whole life, and my acne was pretty bad back then. So I went on birth control obviously for the acne, and then I was also going into high school, so it's a great, you know, it's great for other things also, but mainly I was going on to the pill for my acne and my skin. I guess it was just a really stressful time for me, like going into high school and all that. So that's when like my acne really flares up, is when I'm really stressed or obviously like not eating healthy. And I just remember back then, when you're going into high school, you don't eat the healthiest and you don't really care what you're eating, what you're putting into your body. So that was probably like two major factors that I kind of went through, and that's why I really got acne. So yeah, back then my primary physician put me on birth control. So I have been on birth control for literally 8 years or so now, and it has been so crazy to look back on, because I was actually just watching a video on YouTube from this other girl, I can't remember who it was, but she was talking about her experience with being on birth control and how she really doesn't know what she feels like as an adult without the hormones, without birth control. And it really got me thinking, like, I literally don't know what I feel like without birth control at all, because I've been on it since I was really a preteen teenager. So it's so hard to know, like, in your 20s, like, what you actually feel like whenever you're not like injecting hormones into your body. So I kind of thought about that, and I have honestly been wanting to go off the pill for like a year or two now, just because I'm trying to be more holistic with the medications and everything I take. I don't take a lot of medications, and I like to keep it that way. And also, I do want to say that I'm not trying to get pregnant, and a lot of people think when you're talking about coming off the pill that you want to get pregnant, but you guys, pregnancy is not on my radar for a few more years at least. I'm only 23, and honestly there's a lot I want to do still before I get pregnant. So this whole video, I just want to tell you guys that no, I am not trying to get pregnant. I'm not going off the pill to get pregnant. I'm just going off the pill to see how my body will react, and if like I don't need it anymore. So to go on from that and my backstory, I actually sort of went off the pill when I was 18 years old. I was in a very stressful time in my life. I was that summer before I went to college, and I had an internship out of state that was super stressful, and for some reason my birth control like ran out, or they stopped prescribing it or something, and I didn't have any more like birth control pills. So as soon as I like stopped taking it, like literally the next day, my face flared up with really bad acne. That was probably the worst acne that I have ever had. I wonder if I have any pictures. I'm not sure I do, because I just remember that I was just so insecure about it. I was so sad and obviously stressed about it. So the more stress that you put on your body, the worse it's gonna get. So my face really flared up really bad. So then immediately, like that next month after I got more of the pill, or the pills, the subscription, or was the prescription, I really went back on it. And ever since then, I was so scared that my face would do that again whenever I decided to go off birth control. And I will say, I have only been off of it for a month, and they say that your body kind of transitions like more and gets used to it after the 3rd month. Anyways, I was so scared of going off the pill, just because I thought my face would flare up again and I would get really bad acne. But then I just kind of thought about it a little bit more, and I have just talked about going off, and I'm like, I don't know if I should. So the last appointment that I had with my gynecologist, I asked her if there was like a super low dose of birth control, and I kind of want to transition to that just so it'll be easier for when I actually do transition off the pill. So actually the month before I went off birth control, I was on a whole new prescription, and I was just about to start that 2nd month of that new birth control pill. And the 1st month was fine, but as soon as like I started this 2nd month, and this was like almost the time I went off the pill completely, like my face wasn't bad, but I felt like I was getting some breakouts, and I was actually spotting a lot, and I was kind of like in pain, like that period pain you have, but I wasn't on my period at all. And I just felt so moody. I had really bad mood swings. I feel so bad for my fiance. I was just in, I don't know what it was, but I just did not feel good at all. And that's like crazy to me. Like I knew that was gonna happen, that would be like some of the side effects, but to the extent where that I felt, it was so bad. So I really made the decision, okay, I'm gonna have to either just continue on this and just let my body transition, or I'm gonna go cold turkey and go off the pill completely. So I ended up just going off, because I'm like, okay, I've been talking about this for so long, so I just really need to do it. I need to bite the bullet and just do it. So that's what I did, and now I've been off the pill for a whole month. So since it has been a whole month right now, I kind of want to talk about my transition and how the month has really been. So that 1st week that marked the time that I was off birth control, I have never felt better, honestly, and I think that is so crazy to me, because I honestly didn't know how I felt as an adult without birth control. So the feeling of just not being like in a cloud or like in this fog anymore, and having less mood swings, and yeah, no more spotting, so that was great. And just the difference from how I was feeling that week before and then the week I was off of it was insane. But I told myself, I'm like, wait a second, like I've only been off for a week, let me give it a little bit more time. And I am so excited to say that my face has like not flared up at all. My body is transitioning really well, and obviously you guys, I still have 2 more months till I get to that 3-month mark, but it has been so great. I just feel so much happier, and I think a huge part of why this transition has been going so smoothly, knock on wood, is because I don't have a lot of stressors in my life at the moment. So I feel like if you're trying to transition off birth control, make sure you're either like done with school for a little bit, or you know, you have a good job where you're happy and excited, because as soon as you add that stress factor, that is when all heck breaks loose. So if you guys are wanting to transition off birth control, make sure you're in a good part of your life. You know, it's hard to say, but like if you live somewhere where it's like cold and dark and rainy, maybe wait until the summer, because that is just gonna give you like a better vibe. And I know that kind of sounds weird, but honestly, like it helps us so much. And I had just been so happy with this new business that I'm starting, and then just the trips I have been taking, and I'm just happy overall with everything. So that has been a huge factor of going off birth control. So I highly recommend you guys go off whenever, or if you're wanting to go off, make sure you go off whenever you're not in like a high stress situation. And with the pandemic, it really doesn't help anything. So yeah, you guys just make sure, just keep that in mind because that is huge. But overall, the first month of going off birth control, I have never been like just more clear-minded, I guess. I have just not felt like I was in a fog anymore, and honestly, I don't have as many mood swings anymore. But I will say I haven't had a period yet since I've been off birth control. So, Mocha, wanna go outside? Okay, hold on. So yeah, I am so excited with the result so far. So I'm interested to kind of see how the next few months goes and just see what happens. They say whenever you get off birth control that your period is gonna be a little whack, and it could be pretty intense the first couple months until your body really starts getting used to how it's supposed to be without birth control. So until then, I won't know for sure how everything is gonna play out. But right now, first month off of it, I feel so good and so much happier. So I don't want to say I highly recommend, but if you guys are thinking about the transition, you're in a good place in life, you have the means to, and you're using other forms of contraceptive, then maybe try it. If you just are feeling very like foggy and gross and moody, yes. So that is really all that I want to talk about in this video. Let me know if you guys want me to make any like update videos, like 2-3 months, like whenever it's really out of my system, because I'd love to talk to you guys about that. And you guys know I love these type of topics because I feel like they don't get talked about enough. So I hope this helps you guys if you're kind of in the same place that I am and are kind of afraid to go off of it, because oh my gosh, I didn't know how it was gonna turn out. But let me know what you guys experience in the comments, and make sure you give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. And lastly, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel because I post Wednesdays and Sundays, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.